and pray they have love everlasting. Now, let's all send this new team on their first mission.
Huh?
Hey, go on. Do it.
Oh.
Just in time.
Drebin.
And I brought gifts. A shower of flowers, compliments of Drebin. And a little something extra from me.
The bouquet! Hey! Where's Snake?
Who knows? That guy always keeps you waiting.
Sunny, come on!
Snake. Thank you.
Oh boy, we got a lot of people who've never seen the game, it seems. Sorry to spoil, guys. Just stick around, it will make sense. I didn't think we'd see so many people confused about that, but okay. But first, the MGS part of the ending. Because, you know, Raiden gets a new start and totally doesn't go on to be a dumbass cyborg killer
How are you
thing.
feeling?
Yes.
Do you mind if I sit down?
I'll never leave you alone again. Rules of nature. Yeah. Oops.
Jack. Don't shut me out. I need you to listen to me.
What do you want? Come to laugh at me?
Look. Look at the boy.
Cute. Campbell's kid.
No. He's yours.
I don't have any kids.
He's your son.
You said miscarriage.
I lied. I had a healthy baby boy. Roy pretended to be my husband, to protect me and our son. Only until you completed your mission, to shield us from Patriot eyes.
What?
He didn't even tell Meryl. He sacrificed everything, even his family, to protect us.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry, Jack. I wanted to tell you.
So he's really...
John, aren't you going to say hello?
my son. Little John. Scared of me, huh? I don't blame you. It's okay.
I'm not scared. I think you're cool. Kinda like a comic book superhero.
John.
Rose. I'm done running.
And I'm no longer afraid.
I'll never leave you alone again.
I need some other sound effect where 'cause we can't play a sound on Ruthless Nature twice for his kid and him. Maybe something like, I don't know, Boris calling him on the radio, Raiden, or Doctor.
Like a scene from Beauty and the Beast.
Don't say that. You're no beast. You're my husband. And his father.
Take a doomp. Doomp this bitch.
And me. I'm going to do my very best to be the wife and mother this family deserves.
Yeah, the fact that Rising story takes place after this was a little oopsie.
War has changed. Our time has ended. Our war is over. But there's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure. Erase my genes. Wipe this meme from the face of the earth. This is my final mission.
And game's over. I wish. Nope. Yay, Snake is dead.
Nothing beats a stiff drink, huh?
I didn't know you drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff. Soda just agreed with the nanos better. The nano machines break down alcohol before it has a chance to get you drunk.
So, that explains it. No need to hold back anymore, huh?
Yeah, well, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of folks lost their entire sense of being the moment SOP went offline.
You mean SOPS? I heard some people are going through withdrawals. SOP syndrome.
Yep. SOP kept more than just alcohol under control. Those poor slobs are virtually naked now.
From what I hear, over 10% are showing symptoms. I guess getting rid of the Patriots won't solve all our problems overnight.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security.
Huh?
The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep, you're staring at a former child soldier. My parents, brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you'd call a war orphan. After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world. How do you suppose I laundered guns like I did? 'Cause they let me. In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Huh? Meryl and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but... Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
Patriot.
Played like a violin.
But why?
Obviously, Liquid's plot was a threat to the Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of it.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebins. All the Drebins in the world are in on it. From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money. Now, only question is, who's gonna pick up the tab? I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform laws, but it ain't gonna be good enough. They all sunk up to their eyeballs in the war economy. Might not be a new world order, but the old order under the war economy's gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever, what with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development of this organization rests the only true alternative to war. Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Huh?
He's kinda a new friend. He lives near here. We can't understand each other's language, but we're having fun. He's my very first outside friend.
Really? That's great. Sonny,
Well, you can just look
It's
at the
okay if
credits
you want to live outside now.
in like an hour from now. And you'll see that the monkey and Raiden are the same motion actor.
It's your life. There are other havens out there.
The sun looks so pretty.
Sonny,
I like it outside.
Yeah, but first we had to sit through Big Boss's math class.
Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake. Is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
Severe lead poisoning to
Will
the
I
head.
come with him?
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Snake had a hard life. He needs some time to rest.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No. I'm not crying.
Oh.
If only they ended it here, this game would be 30% less offensive to the human intellect. But no. Fake credits first. Just a quickie credit with the voice actors. I wonder, there's probably people out there who just turn it off here because they saw the credits and are like, okay, it's done. And you got the better experience. Believe me. Big Boss. The Fury is back as Big Boss. What? Snake must have been riding that slide lock really hard because it locked back without the magazine.
That's right. Good. No need for you to go just yet. It's been a long time, Snake. Big Boss.
Let's take a look at Big Boss's motion actor though, because that's interesting. So in Japanese, they had Akiosuka's actual father do the voice, and then he did a motion cap. That's Snake's Japanese voice actor.
Let it go, my son. I'm not here to fight.
What's the gun for then?
Or should I call you brother? What? It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live.
How can you still be alive? Nanomachines.
It all began with a bunch of old fools. Now, they've all passed away. Their era of folly is over. I'm the only one left, and soon I'll be gone too. How can you still be alive? That body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone. Solidus. He was a perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely, not only my physical body, but my will too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another.
Did they give him a B&B suit too?
Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this.
Naomi left him a voicemail.
Zero. For me, and for them. For Naomi, nothing was more important. And it was for that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own. He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another.
Yeah, that's never happened, right? Right?
Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else. Cats do love to play as snakes. It all started with him. Zero. Zero grew old, and by the end his Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form. What do you mean, without shape or form? The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. Accounts maintained by the Patriots. The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself. War. The norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy. Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own. Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states. Powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that came before it, this age gave birth to a twisted economic revolution, a battlefield revolution. It created a new world without substance. In this new world, there were no ideologies, no principles, no ideals, not even the thing she treasured most, loyalty. There was only the war economy. It was a colossal error in judgment, one Zero couldn't possibly have foreseen. With the American system in a state of collapse, the Patriot Society has reverted to a blank slate. This man was the source of it all. And he doesn't even realize it. He's completely unaware of the fact that he led the world to the brink of ruin. Even with so much bad blood between us, it's funny. Now that I'm actually face to face with him again, the hatred is gone. All I feel is a deep sense of longing and pity. Did Zero really hate me? Or did he fear me? It's too late to ask him now. The original members, Paramedic, Sigint, Eva, Ocelot, they've all passed on. Only Zero is left. Everything has its beginning, but it doesn't start at 1. It starts long before that, in chaos. The world is born from 0. The moment 0 becomes 1 is the moment the world springs to life. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100. Taking it all back to 1 solves nothing. So long as 0 remains, 1 will eventually grow to 100 again. And so, our goal was to erase 0. Even the mighty Patriots began with a single man. That one man's desires grew huge, bloated, absorbed technology, began to manipulate the economy. We realized too late that we had created a beast. We went to 0 and to 100. His sin was ours. And for that reason, I'm taking it upon myself to send 0 back to nothing.
Don't turn off Zero's copium, no! Epic murder scene. Poor Zero, they really did him dirty. Just talk about James Bond, he'll spring back to life. Or T or something. Holy shit, Spoon with 102. Good to see you. Thank you. New sub from Wonder Wolf. Thank you also. Welcome aboard.
You going back to 0 as well? You erased me 2 times before.
2 times, yes, indeed.
Today will mark the 3rd. The fox die 0 planted in you. It's already begun eating away at my body. Truth is, the fox die in you is what killed Eva and Ocelot. What are you talking about? Naomi. She told me everything. What's wrong? They did it again. They used you to kill me. The Patriots. No, they're proxies. In order to bury us. They did it again. In the end, they're no more than a program. All they can do is repeat the same pattern over and over again. Do me a favor, will you? Take me over to her. There's one more thing Naomi wanted me to tell you about the old fox dye in your body. The one that mutated. The new fox dye inside you continues to multiply. At the same time, it is preventing the old mutated fox dye from reproducing. The new fox dye is uprooting the old. Naomi confirmed it in her follow-up. The mutants are receding. Before long, they'll be gone entirely.
Does that mean the mutant strain won't cause an epidemic?
It will only live as long as you do. But even then, the process will just repeat itself. One day, the new fox dye too will start to mutate and become a new threat. That is, if you manage to live that long.
Am I going to die?
Everyone dies. You can't stop it. You can't run away from it. Let me tell you something. Don't waste the life you have left fighting. I never thought of you as a son. But I've always respected you as a soldier. And as a man. If you'd been in my place back then, maybe you wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I did.
He left that Patriot on full auto.
Ever since the day I killed the boss with my own hands, I was already dead. Boss, you were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others and believing in your own. Isn't that what you fought for? At last, I understand the meaning behind what you did. At last, I understand the truth behind your courage.
Let's not give Konami any ideas.
It's almost time for me to go. And with me, the last ember of this fruitless war dies out. And at last, those old evils will be gone. Once the source of evil returns to zero, a new one, a new future will be born. That new world is yours to live in. Not as a snake, but as a man. Know this. Zero and I, Liquid and Solidus, we all fought a long, bloody war for our liberty. We fought to free ourselves from nations and systems and norms and ages. But no matter how hard we tried, the only liberty we found was on the inside, trapped within those limits. The boss and I may have chosen different paths, but in the end, we were both trapped inside the same cage. Liberty. But you have been given freedom. Freedom to be outside. You are nobody's tool now. No one's toy. You are no longer a prisoner of fate. You are no longer a seed of war. Oh, it's time for you to see the outside world with your own eyes. Your body and your soul are your own. Forget about us. Live for yourself. And find a new lease on life. Boss, you only need one snake. No. The world would be better off without snakes. This is good. Isn't it?
This game gave me Fox Die. Alright, like another 15 minutes of credits, maybe. Yeah, they only had to kill off Big Boss to tell the player again to go and forget about it. And be your own man once again. But, meh. How about some FOBs? You want to be Big Boss? Yeah. You're Big Boss now. Kind of sad that's the final message we got from the series, but whatever. Can't say they didn't try twice, at least twice. Yeah, you guys might know the song from V, but Program Zeroes at least. But originally this was about Snake and Otacon getting executed, turning themselves in, or bringing down the system and getting executed as terrorists. So that's why we get Here's to You here. They didn't let Kojima do that, but they kept the ending song, which is a good thing, because now we can talk about it, at least. It's very obvious why this was the ending song. And then they sort of readapted it, I guess, for Chico and Paz. Yes, that's what V will do to you. Make you uncultured. You wanna be Big Boss? Okay, you're Big Boss now. But I'm out of here. Bye. Fuck off. Final message of the creator. Go clear some minds, go do some FOBs. My god, that guy has been defending MGS5 this whole time. Please stay. You have to see things. I'm gonna have some fun with you when we actually play it. Hey, now, you wouldn't expect them to have, like, different factions fighting each other and your actions actually influencing the battlefield and befriending one side and helping them and they help you in return in an open world game, right? Where there's a war going on. We can't do that. We can only do that on a PS3 game. Although, well, they're both PS3 games technically, so. You need to have more people on screen to do that. More than 12. You mean like a PSP game? Ugh. It's never been done before. Impossible to do it. Don't look for it. We didn't just play MGS4. Ah, that's nothing. That's just like one of the literal millions of things. I really am too tired to get into another, list everything wrong with MGS because we'll never be done with that. We can't keep going on like this forever, guys. We need to get all the notes sorted out and get all the footage and the commentary and just I will shill that video so bad, because in order to prevent me from feeling like this every time, it's that important, because there's no humanly possible way to convey all of that over one little stream of conversation or chat session or whatever. You really would have to stick around here and go across all the streams over and over and see everything, but you can't ask everybody to do that. And those who have, you guys are amazing and you guys understand me. I feel understood. I put in loading screens. I will have to start small. I will probably do a bunch of smaller videos maybe. Oh well. Please save me. Spoon, I will stare at you for 5 minutes if you get in my car.
Snake, wait up. You forgot these.
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake,
These things will kill you.
where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
Damn, if only there was
You
another
see it yourself, Snake.
stealth series
Nothing inside
with
will
other
pass
stealth
on to the next
games.
generation.
Not even
No
another series, but
genes,
damn, if only they
no
had other
genes,
stealth games out there.
Man-made. You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast. A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness.
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Otacon.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
More eggs.
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun. It's rising again.
We get a good victory song? No, we don't. Because those 2 kills, I had to... I had to kill the B&Bs at the end, because it just pissed me off too much. So we don't get the good song here. Oh well. We get the mid-level one, I guess. What is this? Oh. Oh. Scorpion Emblem still sounds good. I kinda wanted a good victory song. It's worth doing no kills just for that. Anyway, guys, I am tired. I don't have the energy to go on a huge MGS rant as it seems to be cooking up in the chat. But goddamn. It's funny because people who play, it's like the 2 extremes in the series. People who played V play V the most, and most people just only play that. It's much more accessible. And on the opposite end, you have Peace Walker, which does every little single feature better, but only like approximately 1% of the people played it. So that's the saddest thing, unfortunately. Oh, it's a PSP game, so it must suck. Every feature in MGSV is done better in Peace Walker. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, it's unfortunate people don't dedicate the time or resources to that because it's a PSP game. Anyway, well, you can play on PS3 now, but that's besides the point. Guys, thank you for watching. We'll play Peace Walker next, and I know that not as many people are going to be watching it. And let me just tell you that Peace Walker is in my top 3. So you're missing out. It's really a shame what happened in the West with Peace Walker, because it's really just our problem, because it was vastly popular in Japan, and it was It was so bad that they had to remove Kaz from the English. Here, let me show you actually. I should have it on this PS3. They had to remove Kaz from the Western releases and Western title logos of Ground Zeroes because they were afraid that since nobody gave a shit about Kaz or about Peace Walker in the West, they were afraid that people would be confused and not recognize this character. But I got the Japanese games here, and if you look at Japanese Ground Zeroes, there's Kaz in the back. Reminder that Kojima also doesn't give a fuck about the Western release of, or English versions of his games, so added to that. But yeah, if you look at the same artwork for Ground Zeroes, Western version, it will just be Big Boss. Japanese version has Kaz in the background. So that's enough to tell you. Unfortunately, we didn't appreciate Peace Walker, and in Japan that wasn't a problem. But anyway, let's not go on a huge rant to list a million things that Peace Walker does better, because we'll be here all night. And as much as it sounds like I'm, begging for views, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't know what Peace Walker has to offer, at least. And pretty much, I already know that not as many people are going to watch Peace Walker, but the playthrough, unfortunately, it's been poisoned because since all the features, the game structure is very similar, I basically spend my entire Peace Walker playthrough comparing the features and saying how it's more detailed and more fleshed out and done better in Peace Walker. So it's been poisoned a little bit, but damn, makes me mad. But yeah, probably again next couple days we'll be starting doing Peace Walker, and even just doing a story run really doesn't give you the whole picture what Peace Walker has to offer, because it's a co-op game. There's a lot that is made specifically for that is, again, much more detailed, much more fun. Being able to actually play with people and, all the crazy little... Because you might think, oh, but MGS V has all these gadgets and details and different ways you can approach things. Yeah, fuck off. All that were Peace Walker and done better. And you get to play with people, too. Anyway, Peace Walker forever. Got an anonymous sub. So we'll just sit here and defend Peace Walker some more. And hope you guys will catch the next stream, because that's what it's going to be. And then... yeah, and then we'll move on to V, and that will be basically the same thing in reverse, but not just for Peace Walker, but for all the other games, because literally every other feature is done better in the previous games. So it's going to be a shit show, plus all the technical shortcomings and nonsense, both gameplay, technical, and story-wise. So it's gonna be a shit show. But I haven't done it in a while, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. Especially with all the new people we got here. You guys get to see it for the first time. That's precious. So I hope to see you guys around for next stream. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. Thanks to all our supporters, all our biggest contributors, the Patriots in the background, and the lurkers. I guess the lurkers are the Patriots, because they're like lurking and you don't know they're there, but they're doing their part. So okay, I'm slowly stopping to make any sense. So that's it. I'll see you guys next time for Peace Walker. Peace. Get it? Peace.